Greetings and salute. We're getting ready to get deeper into Satan Bible. I'm going to start sort of like in the middle with this presentation. But I'm going to jump up to the beginning because time is running short. You're about to be in the middle of a civil war. You're going to have some brothers fighting for the enemy. They're going to be on the side of the enemy, don't know it. They're going to have us scattering, running, trying to find a safe haven. Boys going to have to stop being men now. And when you got a single parent household and only with a single mother, they don't know what to do. A lot of them going to be like sheep going to slaughter. And it's going to be mandatory mandatory vaccination that you don't even know if it's going to work properly or not. You don't know what's going to be in it. How can you trust the enemy? Even though it might be a civil war, but both the Democrats and the Republicans, the white man, both of their knees going to be on your neck while they fighting each other. They're going to try to hold you down. So we're going to talk more about it, but I want you to peep this right here.
Protocol 9. You may say that there will be an armed rising against us if our plans are discovered prematurely. But in anticipation of this, we have such a terrorizing maneuver in the West that even the bravest soul will shudder. Underground passages will be established by that time in all capitals, from where they can be exploded, together with all their institutions and national documents.
Frustrated commuters across the country may welcome tech titan Elon Musk's latest big disruptive idea. How about this? Underground tunnels.
Underground passages.
Underground tunnels to beat traffic congestion. Last night in Los Angeles, he unveiled the first tunnel in what he hopes will become a network of underground highways, he says. Now, this initial stretch is only for test and won't be used by the public. It runs between the headquarters of Musk's SpaceX company and a parking lot behind a closed business a little more than a mile away.
From where they can be exploded.
When Musk took me for a ride the other day, it was an eye-opening 4-minute journey.
You can go ahead, I think.
How fast is this?
This is still slow. We're only doing 30 miles an hour.
Oh my God, oh my
We'll
God,
speed
oh
up
my God.
after we get around the corner.
This isn't just any tunnel.
We can get 100, no problem, but we'll take it easy for you.
It's Elon Musk tunnel. And to understand why we're speeding through it, you need to go back a couple of years when he decided he had had enough of Los Angeles traffic gridlock.
Either we try something new, or we will be stuck in traffic hell for the rest of our lives. I still think, well, maybe this could be underground.
Underground passages.
This is the underground network he envisions. Electric cars using street-level elevators to drop down into a series of tunnels. Autonomous technology in the cars ensure that they don't run into each other, despite going speeds over 125 miles an hour.
Tunnels are, in my view, the only solution to urban congestion because we have a 2D road network and we have buildings in 3D. And everyone wants to pile out of those buildings and into those buildings at the same time. Obviously, you're going to have a traffic jam.
No one was building such a system, so Musk formed the amusingly named Boring Company and started building it himself. He hired Steve Davis to be the company's new president. Because Steve, You're an engineer at SpaceX. You've been there for
15 years.
So when Elon came to you and said, I have this idea to do what? What did he say to you?
Go dig a hole.
He had no experience doing tunnels and said, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
Steve, that didn't give you pause?
Learn from scratch. So probably the first day you won't be the best at it, but then you'll get better.
About a year ago, that company started digging what has become today's 1.2-mile-long test tunnel. It's in Hawthorne, near Los Angeles.
Unless we can make tunnel digging at least 10 times cheaper, then digging tunnels will not be an effective means of alleviating traffic. It'll just cost too much. These are tunnel reinforcing segments.
Musk's vision depends on him being able to do it all, faster and cheaper than current industry standards. While modern subway tunnels in Los Angeles cost around $900 million per mile, he says he built this for about $10 million. One way he saved money, he literally made it dirt cheap.
When digging tunnels, it's quite expensive to have all this dirt trucked off somewhere. And we're like, well, why don't we try to use that dirt for something useful? So we're creating bricks on site. And you can pick them up for very cheap, 10 cents a brick.
So all of these bricks came out of the tunnel?
Yes.
But speeding up the process was also a cause for concern. The city of Hawthorne granted Musk an exemption from typical environmental impact reviews required under California law. And in nearby neighborhoods where the tunnel runs, some residents told us they never even heard about the project until it was almost finished. Some members of the community seem to feel that they didn't really have input into that decision.
We actually sent letters to everyone. I think that there's normally like a radius that you have to inform people. We doubled that radius and informed people. You know, and I think in any situation there's going to be a few percentage of people that grumble.
There was also grumbling from another area, the wealthier Los Angeles neighborhood of Brentwood, which is nearby Musk's proposed second test tunnel along busy Sepulveda Boulevard. Community groups sued the city of Los Angeles for also granting an environmental review waiver there. In August, Musk announced he was no longer building that tunnel.
There's some like retired lawyers in Brentwood that all they do is sue, like literally. They just automatically sue. It's like a hobby.
But those lawsuits sort of shut it down in Sepulveda, did it not?
No.
Shut it down, shut it down, shut it down.
Shut it down, then go him no. GDL, then go him no. Shut it down, then go him no. GDL, then go him no.
Shut it down in Sepulveda, did it not?
No. We decided that another test tunnel isn't really needed. I am not fazed by lawsuits.
In the early 1960s, there was providentially delivered into my hands a book that shocked my intellectual and historical status quo. After searching across America through the bookbinders, it became evident that I possessed one of a kind. We have been unable to find a copy of this book in any library or in any bookseller in America. If such exist, we would desire knowing of its whereabouts. The book, so diabolical in nature, launched me into a continuing historical research that has never ended. What I have uncovered has been both startling and shocking. With it has come the focusing of history and current events into a clear whole. We see the end from the beginning. Unable to find the necessary capital for the republishing of this book and not having the facilities for such, we have decided to use the means at hand for recording it for posterity.
Be sure and you tune in to my next view.